the reason I also mentioned the 2029 memes
Yeah.
is because it also has to go hand in hand with the whole waifu culture that there is around video games and animes.
Yeah.
Um, I I don't know. I mean, I still think there's a statement to be had about. It's not about like, oh, look at these weebs that are falling in love with cartoons, man. It's more about
Yeah.
these characters are having such an impression of people. They can foster very deep feelings towards them. But
Mm.
I don't know. Like of course, there's a point where I don't know. To me, there's a point where you should draw the line to the like where you start closing off to real people. Uh,
Yeah.
to favor a quote unquote relationship with a fictional character.
Yeah. Like I think there are things that you can like about characters, and some people do form these connections with fictional characters. They might have like a lack of that with like quote unquote IRL like relationships. They
Yeah.
might not have that. So those kinds of interactions, I guess I'll say, they kind of that fills that void. It can be, I don't want to say neat because that sounds really condescending. It's like that's neat, but like I guess like it can kind of show you like what you might be looking for in a partner, you know?
Right.
Like if you like these certain kinds of characters, then it's like, okay, well, you know, this might be the kind of person that you might like to be in a relationship with. And I think, you know, liking a character and appreciating a character and liking a character because of the way they're characterized, I think that's fine. But I do think you do have to draw the line somewhere because it can quickly become unhealthy.
Right.
Because if you're shutting off actual people in favor of a fictional character, I don't think that's healthy. You know,
Right. Yeah.
like
I see what you.
it's fine to like characters, but you shouldn't. And like it's totally fine to like fictional characters, but you shouldn't put fictional characters. You shouldn't say like, oh, I don't need anyone else. I have this character. Because it might be a bit depressing to think about, but like fictional characters can't reciprocate that attention.
Right. They can't love you.
Right. They can in 2029.
Until 2029, that is, when Elon Musk
Yeah,
will bring
get the
Dokies back to the real world.
Yeah, when old Muskie comes out with real Dokies. Yeah, but like, you know, like I don't see it often nowadays, but earlier in the sub's life, it was very common
Right.
to see that people like really heavily committed to the 2029 thing, and saying like, you know, oh, I'm not going to get into a relationship. Like, I'm going to wait for Natsuki in 2029. Or I'm going to wait for Monica in 2029. That's all well and good, but we don't. That's like 10 years from now. You know, a lot can happen in 10 years, and to write off any potential real connections because you're waiting for a fictional character that might not happen. I just there's a point where you have to, as you mentioned, you kind of do have to like draw a line where, okay, this is like an unhealthy level of devotion.